Hi, welcome to Professor Kev Show. I got my friend PJ with us from Workflow AI. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
I just living the dream. All right, so jump in. Tell us a little bit about the company and why you started it.
So Workflow AI, I started so I can help myself and other creators. It's for social media mainly with long-term podcasts. I do social media marketing. So Workflow AI, of course, it uses AI. The main part is to make it easier for long form content creators to make it easier to put shorts out there for themselves. Because if you have to give an editor money to do it for you, it's going to take, I mean, my editor charges me almost $5,000 a month. But now it costs me maybe 500 bucks. So that's almost a 95% discount for me.
Yep.
That's a huge discount for me as a YouTuber. I don't make that much money a month to begin with. My YouTube, I just started it off. I have maybe 1,000 subscribers at most.
Yep.
So I make about 15 bucks off YouTube a month. Now, the 5,000, that's supplemented through my other businesses that I run. But the main idea is to make this easier for content creators and cheaper to have shorts out there for them.
So tell me how the process works.
So currently, I am making my own software. So I currently use two third-party softwares.
Yep.
I can show those to you if you want. It's findable on the internet, so I can show them to you. That's up to you.
And
Uh,
it's okay. You just describe them. That's fine.
okay, cool. So there is one software that I use. It's called, we'll just use X
Sure.
as idea.
Yeah.
X, basically, I put in my 1 hour podcast into there,
Yep.
and it gives me it puts subtitles on there, and it cuts it down to 30 to 60-second clips, and I get about 35 of them.
Okay.
So now I post a podcast once a week. So I can post 5 clips a day for 7 days.
Yep.
And at that point, so the main ones I advertise on are YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. They are the most adverse in getting podcast views and money. Now, along with that, I obviously post on Facebook because that's where all the older generation are located per se, along with Snapchat for, Gen Z to get a wider breach of everything. And it gives me every clip gives me hashtags, SEO names, and when I should theoretically post it.
Okay.
But with the theoretically posting part, it doesn't take into account your channel specifically and when your channel blows up. So
Okay.
for YouTube, I have 5 times that I post on there. I post at 7 in the morning when people are getting ready for work and just, it has auto scroll on YouTube. With Instagram, I post at 7 a.m. So basically, all of them start at 7 a.m. and then they have it at 12, which is most people's lunch break. And then I also have it at 3, which is when some people have their lunch and also get off work. And then once at 7 and then once at 10.
Okay.
And that is a secondary software that posts it automatically from my Google Drive to every single platform. Now, with that platform, it only takes about an hour of work every day or every week, I mean.
Yep. I know what you meant.
Before, I have to do almost 5, 6 hours a week to
Sure.
get these clips out and scheduled. With these two softwares, now I can push it out there within an hour of work a week. So
Yep.
one, it's a time saver and it costs me less money. And that's what now I'm creating my own software to do what I believe is the best for every single content creator and cost effective as well.
Sounds it. So using an interview like this as an example, how does it make clips of an interview like this where, if it started a minute in, it may not know exactly what we were talking about. How does that work?
You're right. So it takes the whole transcript of it doesn't even take into consideration about the video just yet. So mainly it takes the transcript of the software and then cuts it up into 1 minute clips of the transcript and uses AI to figure out what are they talking about. Once it figures out what they're talking about, it goes and sets up an SEO. Once that happens, it checks with everything else. Is there anything else between the whole, 30 minutes of the interview? Is there anything else that I can add into this to make it more knowledge based and not only, jargon?
Yep.
So it gets rid of all the jargon and makes the clips suitable for content only to give as much information as possible. So when I said that it would do this, this, and this, that's all the clip would be about. It
Yep.
would get rid of all the jargon. It would have subtitles. It would have embrasured words where it's like amplified and like signifies the word.
Yep.
And you can always add in AI to speak for you, or you speak yourself.
Okay.
So basically, in other words, in simplified terms, it gives the most important information.
So how does it line up the video though? That's where I'm a little lost.
Okay, cool. So now I don't know how you're recording this, of course. I just assume it's the 1080.
Yep.
So basically it takes the 1080, and now you and me are sitting down, but there's like this little space right here that isn't required.
Yep.
So one, it minimizes it to how Instagram does it or how TikTok does it. And it auto fits it at that length, and it minimizes everything. It's not like your face is small and everything else is big. It auto adjusts everything down to the size of the platform that you're posting on,
Okay.
and it adjusts everything else along the way.
Got it. So crystal ball time, what's the future hold for the company? What are you hoping to accomplish?
So now with the future, of course, I'm creating my own software because if I rely on third party forever, anyone can do it. So as of right now, with my software, I'm trying to remove, instead of using two softwares, we're trying to combine it into one. Hasn't been done before because, well, it's expensive. Right now, my costs at making that specifically is about $100,000. Now,
Thanks.
I obviously outsource the work, so it's cheaper. But right now, I've got about 50 with the GP Bank protector guarantee. With that, I got about 50,000, and now I'm looking with an investor to get another 50,000. But I don't need that for like 6 months in the future, so we're just holding off on that for right now.
Yep.
But in general, the way, so one, I want to be able to get the AI video out as my current software does. I want the subtitles and I want the SEO as the main three from that.
Makes
Now, there
sense.
are others that you can add on, but you don't need that for the prototype. And then from my secondary software, the main thing I need is for it to be able to publish to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Those are the main three I need for the prototype. So that is what I plan on accomplishing within the next 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
Now, in the future, you can accomplish, obviously, you can add anything you want because, it's your software. But now there's two ways to use it. One, I can add my own clients from the back end. That's, number one. And then number two is clients can come sign up on their own, and I just take a percentage of what they make off their social medias.
Okay. Got it. What's the best way for people to reach out if they want to learn more?
Best way, well, they can either reach out on my LinkedIn, which is, just my name,
Yep.
or they're welcome to contact my number as well, which I'm happy to provide.
Sure. Go ahead.
So my number is going to be 945-274-7074.
Awesome. I
You're welcome,
appreciate you
sir.
taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Yes, sir. You have a great night.
You too.